Hello students, hope you are all fine and doing good. Today we'll start with the second important physical feature of India, that is Northern Plains. So they are Northern because they are in the north of India, and plains because the large area is a flat land. Now their location. They are located to the south of Shivalik Range and to the north of Peninsular Plateau. And the areas included in it are Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, some parts of Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Assam. So, how northern plains are formed? Northern plains are basically formed by the depositional work of three North Indian rivers, that is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. These plains are spread over the area of 7 lakh square kilometer, and their length is 2400 kilometer, that is same as the Himalayan mountains, as they are running almost parallel to the Himalayan mountains. Their width varies from 320 to 240 kilometers. That means somewhere they are broad and somewhere they are very narrow. Northern plains are divided into three sections, that is Punjab Plains, Ganga Plains, and Brahmaputra Plain. Now, Punjab Plain, the westernmost part, that is Punjab Plain, is made up of deposition brought by Indus and its tributaries, that is Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. Larger part of this plain lies in Pakistan. The very famous thing of this plain are doabs. Now, doabs are taken from two words, do, that is two, and ab means water. Now, doab is a land between, suppose these are two rivers, and the land between two rivers, this portion is called doab. For example, Jalandhar lies between Beas and Satluj River, that is called Bist Doab. So, and many other areas are there like Bari Doab. Bari is the area between Doab between River Beas and Ravi. Then we are having Chach Doab, the area between River Chenab and Jhelum. The central section of the northern plains are Ganga plains. They are lying between river Khadar and Testa. The areas which are in this plain are Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, parts of Bihar, parts of Jharkhand, and West Bengal. The last plain, that is Assam plain, formed by river Brahmaputra and its tributaries. When we say northern plains, we consider it as a featureless plain, a flat land without any relief feature. But it's not true. They do have certain features. So the relief features of northern plains are Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar, and Khadar. Now, what are these relief features? We'll see it one by one. Bhabar belt lies parallel to Shivalik range from river Indus to river Tista. Now this is 8 to 16 kilometer wide belt. Now how is it formed? Suppose this is a mountain river which is starting from the mountains. When enter in the plain area, its speed becomes slow because the land becomes almost flat, so river speed slows down. So whatever material it is bringing from the mountain, that is unassorted sediments, gravel, pebbles, big stones, It deposit here at the foot of the mountain, foothills we call. Here we are talking about Shivalik foothills. So here it deposit all those things here at the foot of the mountain. Now at this place river disappears. Now why does the river disappears? Reason is river is flowing under these pebbles. Now this area of pebble studded area is known as Bhabar, which forms northward limit of northern plains. Ahead of the Bhabar, river re-emerge. Area where river re-emerge is ill-drained. So this, because of water kept standing here for longer time, it becomes marsh or muddy area. So this marshy area is known as Terai. So we'll see here the difference between Bhabar and Terai lies at the foot of the Shivalik, as I told earlier. It lies south to the Bhabar. Next to the Bhabar, the Terai region lies, laid down by the streams coming from the hills. So this is the re-emergence of the stream. Here the streams, again we start seeing those streams which have disappeared in the Bhabar area, now comprises of pebble studded rocks. So here we have already discussed that it contains the pebble studded rocks. Now here it is the because pebbles have already been deposited, so it is the alluvial soils which are there in the Tarai area. Now here the stream disappears in Bhabar area, and here water table, due to groundwater percolation, it becomes high water table, so ill drained area, and it becomes a muddy or the marshy area. Now what are Khadar and Bhangar? Basically, if a river is moving, say this is the channel of the river where it is moving, and these are the banks of the rivers. So when the river water usually flows inside the banks, but during the flood time they move outside the bank. River becomes so swollen, water is coming in the river in the large amount because of the rainfall from backside, from the mountainous areas. It start flowing outside its banks. So here, when the river start flowing outside its banks, when after the flood condition is over, river retreats from outside the bank, it comes again inside the bank. So here, whatever river has deposited, the very fine material which river deposit here are known as Khadar area. So this is new alluvium. Every year when the floods come or the river rises, so here river deposited material every year. So this is a new alluvium. And Bhangar is basically the old alluvium which is deposited years and years back. So it is having more of the conker nodules, not much fine particle. So this is the major difference between Khadar and Bhangar. One is in the floodplains, one is 30 meters above the floodplain. The difference between Khadar and Bhangar. Khadar is a new alluvial soil as it is brought by rivers every year. Alluvial soil is the soil which is brought by the river. So this is a new alluvial soil. This is an old alluvial soil. It is very fertile. Reason for being fertile is because it is renewed every year, so it becomes fertile. So it is not as fertile as Khadar, as we have seen there. It is years and years back it was deposited. So it is found near the river, and it is away from the river, can be 30 meters away from the river. It is very fine texture, and it is coarse in texture. If you touch it because it is having conker nodules, so it becomes coarse in texture. Now this is renewed every year. Because of the floods, it comes to the nearby the bank, so it is renewed every year. It is not renewed every year. The last topic related to the northern plains are its significance. What's the importance of these plains to Indian economy? Or you can be asked this way also: which physical feature is densely populated and why? The answer is northern plains. Now, why is its importance? The first importance, it is having alluvial soils, which are very important to for the growth of crops. We are having perennial rivers which are flowing throughout the year, favorable climate for the people living, for the crops which we are growing, and soft land for the construction of canals, and we can easily dug up tube wells also. And variety of crops are grown, that is wheat, rice, pulses, we are growing in it. And we they are the areas, specifically Punjab, Haryana, they are called the food bowls of India. And because of the flat land, we can easily construct roads and railways. That's why the industries are increasing, and the cities urbanization is also increasing in these areas.